How useful do you think it would be if you could help your local garage set up online booking for oil changes? I mean, think of it for yourself. You have a car, and imagine being able to book your oil change online and not having to call. Well, I'm Ann Marie Walts. Today, what I'm going to show you is a live example with a absolute live website, which happens to be my husband's. We own an auto repair garage, and 10 years ago he said, "Hey, Amory, I don't know what you do with that computer of yours, but can you help me?" So he was only doing voicemail at the time. So imagine how much time was wasted having to call and wait. And so, like, those days are over. So, in this example, I just wanted to introduce you to the all in one software platform that I happen to be using, that I know if you are an agency owner and you're going to want to check out what it is that I have, or if you want to start an agency, there's so much under the hood that can be used very simplistically to really make a change, a huge change, maybe lots of change. Builds income, right? In local businesses around you, that it's like a no-brainer to be able to start a business today where we are today versus where some of us were 27 years ago. This is my 27th year being employed. And with that, I have 25 years of automating my first business, which happens to be a hair salon of all things. And if I can automate a hair salon, you definitely want to grab my playbook, because I love building and educating others very simplistically. All right. So let's go back to this. What I did most recently was introduce the idea to my husband. Let's put some oil change appointments online. And so we're beta testing it right now. We tried it like maybe 8 years ago, but I think it was too early to do it back then. So with this particular calendar, and you can set up services, and then here's this, like, the service details. I kept it really simple. I mean, it's an oil change, but if you have a service based business or you need to have more of a description, you can fill that in right here. Now, the biggest dilemma, that I say dilemma, maybe it's a pain point or objection that you might have to handle if you approach, say, a garage and say, "Hey, I noticed that you don't have your oil changes online." And if they don't have them online, it's maybe they don't want to, possibly, or they've never thought about it. Or the biggest thing that I can experience seeing, I've had online booking, first of all, I have to share with you, for 25 years. So for me, I don't understand why somebody right even now doesn't have it, but I can tell you from the inside what some of the things are that you're going to come up across. And one of the biggest things is going to be the constraints, or their limitations, or their fears about losing control of their schedule, which is normal, right? Because they're booking. But here's where you can take that away when you're building a calendar with the system that I have. And my system happens to be built on top of, hey, you're going to have to get my playbook to find out. And what I can tell you, though, on a side note, is that when you get your own account, you will be able to build unlimited accounts, actually. And the other thing is that you'll be able to choose what profession you want to be able to service. So going back to the service industry that offers appointments, when it comes to availability, you can see this is what I customized for our actual garage. So I said, "Hey, Jay, how about we just test it out, and we'll test it out on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. He said, "Okay, great. Let's try that." And then the next thing that we can do to be sure that it's just not chaotic is that when it comes to locking things down so that it stays seamless, what we did was, there's rooms when it comes to service based stuff. you can customize them. So I customized it so that when the oil changes come in, they'll be in bay number 1. And then the next thing that you can set up in here, is there any kind of equipment that needs to be assigned to a job? Because there's multiple different kinds of home service professions out there, and there might need to be a piece of equipment. So in this case, our particular garage, we actually do a digital vehicle inspection, so that it's a health checkup, just to make sure that everything's good. If something's not good, then in my husband's instance, what he does is that, like, everything's good. Maybe your tires have like 6-8 months more wear, or hey, I don't know if you know this, but looks like a mouse was chewing on your wires. Now, in this instance, with that, what we do with that is we send pictures. So that's the other beauty about using a system, say, similar to this, is that the fact that there's also a mobile app that comes with the system, and you literally can take pictures, and you can have your business more or less in the palm of your hand right here. So I've got it on the picture mode right now, but what it looks like is it's green. You can see some texting, and you can have that two-way texting with the connectivity to offer better customer service. And you know what's great? This is what the other part about this is great, is that, look at this. All right. There's even voice AI, and there's conversation AI. All customers truly care about is that they get responded to quickly, accurately, and that you're paying attention. So that's another reason that I absolutely, absolutely love this system. So now let's say that you've got your calendar made up. The next thing that we're going to do is I want to show you where you can actually put the link to make a difference for your agency client. Or if you happen to be watching this and you own a garage, this is going to do something really, really wonderful for you. So now when it comes time for you to share the calendar. Let me click on that again. We have the scheduling link. We have a one-time link, or you can even embed the code into the website. So I'm going to go back to the website for a moment. So when we go back here, made the button, and you can see there's a pop-up. In this instance, with the pop-up, what I did was I actually used the embed code to put it inside the website funnel page. So that's how that works. Now, what I'm going to do next is I want to just grab the booking link. So we're going to grab the scheduling link, and then we're going to go to his actual Facebook page. And if you haven't seen this, you'll definitely want to check out my other video that's about optimizing your Facebook page. Now, you can see that you can add up to 10 links now, which is great. So, and then this is the next thing that I want to show you, is that there's an actual offers link. So it says promotions or affiliate links. Now, this isn't an affiliate link, but it is an offer of sorts, because what we can do is paste the book your oil change online. So that's what we're going to do now, is book your oil change online, right? And then give your promotion a title. In this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy book your oil change online and put it there. And then we're going to hit save. All right. So then next, let me go here. We'll go we'll go to his dashboard, and then there you go. So now you have book your oil change online. The other thing, the tip that you can do when it comes to Facebook is right here. I made this also be a featured post, so that this way it brings it to everybody's attention that we are now offering this online. And then the other thing you have to consider as well is just repetition, repetition, repetition. Like, people need to keep seeing stuff to realize that you have a new service. So in this instance, what you can do is you can take this you can share this again and say, hey, have you seen yet? We offer online booking. And actually, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to drop the link. All right. So, and then let me go back here. And when it came to me putting his website together, I'm just going to go over to websites for a moment. You can go over here, go to websites, go to new websites, and you can check out the templates. And what's really, really, really advantageous within this system is that it is like, it's so in a very, very, very good way, fully loaded that, like, look at this. You can get up and running in no time. So my suggestion is get my playbooks, get on a 14-day trial, get up and running, and get up and running. Start making some money. And for longer tutorials, check out some of my longer tutorials. My channel is about business tips, automation, how to make money online. But the biggest thing is this. I literally do have over 25 years of real life experience. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Ann Marie Walts, and be sure to grab my playbook.